What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into the Line Pull podcast. This is what we're going to call a quick pick, just a quick little 5-10 minute little snippet here with one or two of us, just to kind of have a median here in between episodes that releases every Thursday at noon Central Time. So do your own calculations. That's 1 o'clock Eastern Time, like what 10 o'clock Western Time, whatever you want to call it. So, but Dave's here with us right now. Uh,
Hey,
just
what's
kind of
up, everybody?
just gonna kind of shoot it off for a minute and just once again thank everybody for all the downloads we've gotten so far across the pond and everything. We didn't think it would take off this quick, and by no means is it breaking any podcast records, but for a group of just blue collar crane operators to have something like this, just like it's crazy. What do you think?
I can't find another show like this
Yeah,
with crane operators talking about cranes anywhere.
yeah.
It's
Cranes and
pretty
just
cool.
just
It's pretty cool.
the industry in general. It's we're going to try to get more of the industry and not just cranes alone. Although it is basically cranes, being that we are crane operators, but we do work with quite a few different characters in the industry. So
Why don't you tell them uh what what Thursday's episode is going to be about?
this Thursday episode that's going to release is the hot topic of union and non-union. Um, Now, unlike what most people expect the conversation to be, one knocking the other or a heated debate, it's not going to be that. Just we don't want to give too much away from it, but tune in because that's going to be an ongoing thing. It's not just a one episode and done thing here. I think we had a really good back and forth with it, and I think it's going to open a lot of doors and a lot of questions on either side.
Oh, most definitely. It's a huge debate on both sides,
Hmm.
and it's just ongoing. It never ends. It's an unwinnable battle.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody's going to win. Everybody's going to end up on the downhill if it's just a constant battle. If we can find a silver lining in the midst of all of it, I think that's going to be better for the industry as a whole. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. So what'd you do today, Kenny?
Actually, I took it pretty easy. I ended up yesterday. I spent 13 hours in a 2250 doing tilt wall, and the air conditioner didn't work, and it was about 98,000 degrees. And so I just took it a little easy today. I didn't do too much of nothing, piddled around the house, and just getting ready. My family's going away to a church camp for a week, so they're getting ready and
Oh,
just
nice.
kind of spending some time with them because I'm going to have a week of freedom to work my butt off because I got a lot of projects to do. So.
Did you take your son bowling today, or?
Yeah, no, today was his league day. So he goes and bowls a youth league every Saturday. He's been doing it for a little over a year now. He is a sports guru, and basketball and bowling is his two sports of choice. So,
Nice, 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 nice.
about you, how was your day?
Oh, I sat in a 5250L most of the day
Right on.
doing a fishing job. Got 147 foot stick out and about probably about 130 foot of lubricator injector head and wellhead.
Let's say, what was you fishing for? Moby Dick with a crane that big?
So. We had wireline on there and they lost tools down the hole. So they had to pull it out of the rope socket. So
Hmm.
they bring coil in with overshot, and that overshot latches onto that tool and pulls it out of the hole.
So by tool, you
I
mean the actual end of like the cutting head, or in that area? Is that what you're describing?
well, it's a logging tool. What it'll do is it'll log like they got fiber optic in on the casing,
Mm-hmm.
and they have clamps that clamp that fiber optic to the casing. So they'll send that logging tool down to log where the fiber optic is and the clamps.
Okay.
That way, when they go in, when we do the frac, when they go in with wireline to shoot guns in the casing,
Mm-hmm.
they don't hit the fiber optic because they know where it's at. So they can,
Okay.
you know, orient the guns to shoot a certain way.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. I've never. The only thing I know about the oil field is um, it gets the stuff we need for gasoline and diesel and other petroleum. I don't know nothing about it, so we're gonna have to end up doing a whole episode on just oil field alone, just the description, the
Oh,
tools.
it's a huge industry.
Oh, I imagine.
It's huge. Everything you use in your daily life, comes from the oil field.
Hmm. Not just you, but we also have Chris with lots of oil field experience, and even our young buck Justin has got oil field. So that might turn into an episode here soon. We'll just
Yeah,
have to
it
see
probably
see how
would.
it rolls.
Yep.
So
Yep. Now, what union? You're in a dirt union, right?
well, the union it's IUOE, International Union of Operating Engineers. It's not. I call it a dirt local because there is more
Mainly
dirt
dirt.
hands.
Okay.
There's more dirt members that than there are crane operators in our local. So our local is roughly 3,500 members. Of
Mhm.
that, 1,000 may be crane operators, if that. You know what I mean?
Oh
It's
man.
not very big. There's probably more that have a CCO and have run cranes, but to actually call themselves crane operators,
Now,
it
how
might be
far
here to
does
a
that?
thousand.
How far does your local spread? Just
My
Indiana.
local here is predominantly Indiana, although there are three other locals.
Mhm.
It's rather small. Local 150 is the top northwest portion. Local 181 is a southern part of Indiana, and then
Okay.
local 841 is like a western little niche in there, a few counties. But it's not a very big local, all considering. There are
Yeah.
some, like local 3 out west is, I believe, 4 states, 3 or 4 states, Nevada, Utah, and parts of California, I believe, and there may be another one in there.
So it's not like the Teamsters.
Mm-mm, no.
Now, what kind of local is Travis in?
Travis is also a member of IUOE local one. What is his local? I can't remember his local off the top of my head. He's in Colorado. Um, I don't know much about their local, although we are under the same international agreement for like
Hmm.
the nationwide. Each local has its own little book of rights and stuff that that we all agreed to, and so on and so on, that the
Now,
contractors
you
have
say
agreed to.
international. Is that Canada and Mexico or worldwide?
Canada.
Oh, okay.
Canada has IUOE members as well, so that's
Okay.
why it's the International Union of Operating Engineers.
Yeah.
So.
Like Corpus Christi has an international airport, but they only fly to Mexico.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah, it's Indianapolis International Airport, and I think it goes to Mexico and Canada, I believe.
Yeah.
So,
Cool, cool, cool.
yeah, man.
So, what do you have planned for tomorrow?
Be dropping the wife and kids off at their church, or at the church camp. So we'll go get up in the morning, go to church, and then by about 1 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock ish, they got to check in at their camp, which is about an hour and a half south. Um, and then I'll be coming home and just kind of relaxing. So who knows what I'll
Nice.
get into? I got bowling Monday night, and then a whole laundry list of honeydew projects. So
Oh yeah, got to do them honeydews.
yep, the big one is staying in the back deck, so that's going to be a big one to get done.
Oh, you have fun with that.
So,
Yeah, I got to pull my diesel tank out of my truck. Not the diesel tank where it goes and dries, but my
the
dry up
transfer
tank.
tank, yeah.
I got to take it out. It has a leak, so I got to find the leak and weld it and fix it and put it back in.
Right on.
I drained all the diesel out today in that 5250.
Right on.
So.
Yeah, I need to pull the tank out of my service truck. I got a new pump for it, but the way it's just a little cube tank. It's like 75 gallons. It's not a lot,
Hmm.
um, but I can't get the pump to spin because it hits the headache rack. So,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
that's a whole project in amongst itself. I got ladders and a spool of 3/8 cable to pull out that I use for reeving up like luffer masts. And it's a whole project. It takes two people, one to climb under it, and unbolt the thing. And I'm not
Oh
looking
yeah.
forward to doing it.
Yep. I get underneath the truck and my son runs the impact on the top,
Hmm.
and I have to tell him, just bump it because
Hmm.
my hands on a wrench,
Yeah, that hurts when that wrench takes off and pins your
Man,
knuckles
I've,
against the
I've pinned
frame.
my hand so many times doing mechanic
I've,
stuff.
I've done it to myself and then hit it again like an idiot and like
Hmm.
cussing myself out.
Speaking of that, where'd you get that cherry on your thumb?
Oh, you've been seeing it? Yeah, I was actually taking un, tearing down a Cabelco 1600 crawler, and the handrails on top they fold down for
Hmm.
transport. Well, the one behind the cab they fold twice. It's a little bit taller. It's a different setup than all the others, and so it's got a little section that's like 8 inches tall that folds over first, and then you fold the main handrail down.
Nice.
Well, I pulled the safety pin out of one end, went down to the other. Somebody asked me a question, and I pulled that other pin out without holding on to it. Well, it flopped the wrong way, And as it flopped the wrong way, I went to grab it and I missed it. And then my finger got just in between the two bars on the handrail and it bounced. And ooh, my goodness, that hurt.
Yeah, I did that one time with my thumb. I dropped a shackle on it,
Mm-hmm.
and my left thumb just turned off. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah.
So I just
Yeah,
took a
that
drill
hurt.
bit, there at work, like a little 1/8 inch, and just started back and forth until I got through and just.
I thought I was going to release the pressure on this one, but luckily it didn't swell up near as bad as it looks like it should have. So
Yeah.
I didn't drill, but I have drilled fingernails before,
Mm-hmm.
and I've had them squirt 6 inches out of my nail too. Like,
Oh yeah.
so much pressure built up.
But well, it's nice talking to you, Kenny, on this little mic check, quick pick here.
Yep, and
So
that's what it is. We're going to try to do these quick picks, and also just want to say thank you everybody that's listening and has got us this far, and keep going because we're progressively we've all invested in microphones to try to make this better. Hopefully, these next few episodes will sound better. And just stick with us. Hang in there. Any suggestions? Any help? Any comments? Make sure you rate us.
Please comment on Podbean.
Mm-hmm.
We're on RSS.com. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast. We're everywhere.
In the YouTube, or there's a Facebook page, the TikTok. We can get it. You can get a hold of us if you think social media. You're probably going to find us on there. So please interact with us.
Go to our YouTube and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
And
subscribe everywhere. Wherever you see us, if you like it, subscribe, please. So we appreciate everybody. So, Dave, it's been a good little